Hello, boys and girls, men, women, children of all ages. It is Kenny at Lionel for Less, and I just got done putting a speaker into this Protosound GG1 that I have. It's been up on the shelf for a while. As you can see here, I've almost got the layout completed. I got the raw straights in, and this is how I'm going to run the power to them. It's just a spade squeeze plug. I'm just going to put that in the center rail and drill a small hole through the table, and ole. You know, I was sitting here trying to think, am I really going to solder those things in like I got them over there? And ruin this nice track. I won't ruin it, but yeah, it's unsightly. At least the way I did it was. Those pieces have yet to be replaced because I haven't put the rust down over there. But we're getting more continuity here now with having all the rust. I want a double cross over here, but I want God to come down tomorrow and save us all from all this madness also. And He will. But anyway, talking about this, I knew nothing, I mean absolutely nothing about MTH engines 2 short years ago. Or 1.5 it might be, yeah. And how I got into these is a friend actually mailed me an engine and a TIU with a remote and said, try it out. And I did, and that was that. I was a staunch post-war holdout. I was never going to run those MTH trains, I said, with a bunch of bells and whistles. Well, that's that, and this is this, and I figured now, well, you're going to run them, you're going to buy them, you better learn how to fix them. And since MTH is so secret squirrel, and they don't have any Greenberg or anything of their stuff, you kind of have to learn as you go. I guess it's hard to get in that school. I'm trying to get in still to the tech class, which will give you the access to exploded diagrams and things that you need to work on stuff, especially electronic stuff. Come on, most of this here we can figure out from the line L trains, the mechanical stuff, but I did find out though. I said, well, if we're going to do this, let's start experimenting on the Protosound engines, or Proto 1, as most people call them, but they are Protosound engines. They were the first ones. It didn't say Proto 1, it said Protosound engine. And at least the board tells you a few things on it. about what's what. You know, we see J2 is smoke, J3 headlights. So, you know, I looked over here and you follow the blue wires. And over here, hook to J3. Is the headlights. How about that, boys and girls? Now it said J4 would be for LED, or J4, J5. J2 will be the smoke unit, which on the GG1 we don't have one. So, you know, I'm trying to figure it out. You know, always look at all your solder joints. Just the things that you can do without any technical knowledge if you've got a dead one. Now look for the obvious first, instead of running to the tech and giving him a bunch of money. Changing these speakers out, easy as pie. Okay, I got these speakers, and this is the third one I've done now. That replaced this. Quite a difference, eh? Ohms do not matter on Protosound engines. Or let me say that again. Ohms do not matter on Protosound 1 engines. Proto 1. This is a 4 ohm speaker. 5 watts it's rated at. What came out was an 8 ohm at 0.2 watts. So not even a whole watt. This is for a walkie-talkie. It's amazing they sound as good as they do when you think about it. You know? Why a company would put so much money into one thing and scrimp in another, you know, it just boggles my mind. But, you know, that's why I don't own a business. Anyway, you can do this also. If you want to use the 8 ohm and match it up, just make sure it's rated at 5 watts or less. The amplifier is supposed to be a 3 watt amplifier in here. This is the amplifier. And if you look very, very closely on there, you will see that there's a arrow with the direction thing on the top one right here. That tells you that that's the plus, and you run the plus to the plus on the speaker and the minus to the minus on the speaker. You can take this out if you want. It's not necessary, but it is necessary to remove the battery while you do this. I have had great luck so far with these Energizer batteries. They're rated at a little bit better than that battery MTH cells. But you see they are 8.4 volts. And you know, I don't have nothing against the MTH batteries. It's just that I never seem to have one on hand when I need one. So I'll run up to the store and buy one. I did a lot of cleaning this wiring up. All these new ties you see, I put in here. This mess is not my belongings. But every those new ties I put on to try to keep this from crimping when it went back in there. You see this speaker's 4 ohm 5 watts. And you know, it's a cheapie too, but at least it's got a damn magnet on it, you know. I will start spending around 20 bucks on a speaker. Then you'll get some quality in a small speaker. These are okay, but they have more bass, which I was looking for. And I'm going to make some type of enclosure for it, so it can have a baffle also. It's you know, I don't know if this is going to work. I just did this. The other two have worked, so I'm hoping that I didn't screw anything up on this one. Here's something else I'm going to share with you guys, and I'm going to leave this on for a minute. This came with a Protosound 2 upgrade kit. And to me, it just made everything seem not so like Chinese to me anymore. You know, it was the beginning of starting to understand a little bit about these engines. So if you want to pause that, take a picture of it or something, or give me your address, I'll make you a copy. See right there, it says your 4 ohm 3 watt speaker. Okay, see how it goes? You know, I have yet to do my first upgrade kit, but I bought some smoke units off a guy, and I was asking him how to hook them up, and he was kind enough to mail me this. He was a retired tech. And like I said, I'm just thankful, because now everything doesn't seem like so so out of the box for me. Now it gives you the PS2 board connections. 7-pin, 5-pin, 12-pin, 4-pin, 8-pin, 2-pin. These are how the boards how everything operates. With the plugins. I am going to know every piece on that thing and what it does. Because I've made my mind up to. I will train myself like I did on the Lionels. It can't be, it's not rocket science. It's a train. Otherwise, we got the Zephyr going good. My buddy hooked that up for me. He put a 5-volt board in there for me. I would have rather had a 3-volt board, but circumstances being what they were, I was happy to get anything in it. So now when I go either to York or, I'm looking around, I no longer just have a bullshit engine that's broke down. I still need light bulbs for the front, and I'm going to take this rear piece back here and flip it upside down and put it in the front so it is not so unsightly, because if in the front that's what goes on this engine, but I've got feelers out everywhere and I can't find this part. I also had great difficulty with this, making a part to fit that washer piece kind of that holds this car on, because it insulates the car from the frame here of the truck, and you got to have it. It's got to be right. Also missing a vestibule diaphragm, which I'll pick couple, 5, 10 of them up when I see them someplace. This was giving me headaches. The New York Central car from the Weaver set I had, from the day I got it, it never tracked good, so I took it apart, and man, I found that even things are so filthy inside. I'm just going to have to do the whole set now and clean them up nice so they'll, look brand new again. But man, that set looks good with that gray train over there, man. That gray Dreyfus I have. Okay, I've been doing a lot of painting, a lot of getting stuff out of boxes, and just seeing what we got here and projects. The F3s, the frames are finally painted, and we're going to move on from there. Let's give me a moment here, and I will go hit the power and see if this darn job came out right. Hope we don't see no magic smoke. So far, so good. Get a little bit of voltage. Yeah, I love that horn. It sounds better now. I think we did it right again. Thank you, Tommy Z. So 14 amps, 14 volts, almost 4 amps. For all those lighted cars, not bad at all. I mean, I haven't even ran this set in a while, the passenger set. It looks like the New York Central's trapping well too now. I'm going to have to turn that volume pot down now a little bit. Alright, I still got to figure out how to program these damn things. Work's been crazy. I deliver Coca-Cola and it's summertime, so can put 2 and 2 together there. I finally got one of these darn things, so I must be serious about learning. I do want to learn how to work on these, and I will. No matter what it takes, I will learn it. I got this in Texas Special B unit. It's pretty clean. I'm happy with it. It's hard to find one in much more candy shape than that. Candy store. The engine is not the best one that you can get, but it's doable. And these are the phase that we're going to clean up in the restoration series. They had nothing but a bath so far. Nothing. Now, this silver is much different than the silver for the frames. I've really never been able to find a good match for this silver. I've got something out there that's close. It's a little on the darker side though, but it's pretty close. I mean, there's blues in there, there's a little bit of black, I know it. I had a guy give me a formula one time that go through an airbrush, and I lost it. But it was all like testers paint and stuff they don't make anymore. A drop of this, a drop of that, and I remember I did it once, and it was nice. But we're happy about that. The 333 is going to get a paint job because it's always had a thin coat of paint on it, and now it's chipping. So I think I'm going to psych this out a little bit. Like give it a car paint job, you know. Why not? It runs good. I spent a lot of money on this engine, having it fixed up. You ever need anything Mark's done, let me know, and I will put you in touch with John Warrog. He is the guru of Mark's. He put a new armature in there, new smoke elements. I mean, it should run for the next 100 years. It's a strong runner. Smokes real well at low speed too. Haven't had the big boy down in forever. Somebody wants to trade me something for that thing, let me know. We can do a 2 for 1, 3 for 1 type of thing. It's got Proto 3 in it. It's just one of those things in life. You want it, and then, you know, you're not that impressed with it. But it runs well, all the functions work. It has all LEDs in it. And there's the one I want to get chromed. I'm going to put a paint job on it because I'm just tired of looking at it like that. But until I can get it chromed, I'm going to put a paint job on it. And I think I'll keep that original top. I've got another top. I'll paint it red. Make it a red top. But we still got some track to cut here of the new Ross. Got the miter box here ready to go for all that.